Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. A very good afternoon to you guys all out there, wherever you are. Ladies and gentlemen, what a shamble. What a shamble. Absolute shambles. This Maignan, do I say Maignan? Yes, Maignan indeed. Maignan deal. Yes, this Maignan deal was a shamble indeed. It is. Well, for those of you who are not aware, the deal has been called off by Chelsea. It is an absolute shamble. Chelsea made public that Maresca wanted Maignan. They made it very clear to the whole world that our head coach wanted Maignan. Says he was a perfect goalkeeper for Maresca's system, etc. Yet, what are we hearing? Just after I loaded and posted my earlier on video, 6 minutes or so after, then the news broke up. A rare opportunity to grab a goalkeeper that the head coach wanted. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, from the onset, for those of you on this channel, you agree with me, and I believe you remember vividly when I said it on this platform that personally I was not in favor of it, because if I compare him to Petrovic and Sanchez, the difference is not that much. Many have said publicly that he's a world-class goalkeeper. For me, I don't see the difference to be that much. But Chelsea made it public that he is the goalkeeper they want. Maresca clearly does not trust our goalkeepers. So it was made publicly. And I decided to back them. So that they can get this deal done. But look at it. Look at it. Look at the fees. They spent so much worse than this. They spent so much on worse players than this. Now, the goalkeeper that the coach wanted, they said no, they cannot pay the money. What an absolute joke. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not lose my sleep over my Maignan issue, no. I will not lose my sleep over this. You see, Petrovic deserved an opportunity at this Club World Cup. George Petrovic deserved an opportunity at this Club World Cup. Let's get in there, observe him, give him the opportunity, including Sanchez, and let's see if he's good enough or not before going after another goalkeeper. Listen, we have time, and we shouldn't let AC Milan, play us into overpaying for a goalkeeper we cannot get for free next summer. Yes. I mean, a goalkeeper we can get for free next summer. Let us not allow Milan play us into overpaying for a goalkeeper we can get for free. We can get for free next summer, or walk away if he has a poor season, because he can easily have a poor season. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my opinion. Maignan deal with Chelsea, it's over, official. I am not enthused about the whole deal in the first place, but because it's an opportunity, and Chelsea wanted to take, that opportunity to get him. Looking at it, 20 million pounds that Milan was demanding is not that high. Based on our own expenses, the players we bought in the past, how much we pay for those goalkeepers that we bought in last season even. How much did we buy Pendes? How much did we buy, Phil Jorgensen? Then a 29-year-old 18 to 20 million pounds is not that much. It would have been a risk worth taking, so long as that is the goalkeeper our head coach wanted. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just quickly go into this. Borussia Dortmund valued Jamie Gittens, 20-year-old, at 55 million pounds. But that is above Chelsea's valuation. Dortmund believe there will be more competition for Gittens' signature later in the summer, which is why they have hopes of getting a higher sum. But that is not the end. That is just not the end. Let me tell you what is happening right now. Yeah. Let me tell you what is happening right now. Okay? Breaking news. Borussia Dortmund have immediately rejected Chelsea's second offer of 50 million euros for Jamie Gittens. Dortmund have rejected Chelsea's offer of 50 million euros for Jamie Gittens. Now, Dortmund are now asking for 55 million pounds. Not 50 million pounds. Chelsea's offer of 50 million euros, which is about 47 million pounds, has been rejected by Dortmund. And they are asking for 55 million to sell Jamie Gittens. Ladies and gentlemen, well, another calculation, someone says 42 million pounds was rejected. Yes, whether 42, 45, Dortmund has rejected Chelsea's offer immediately. Now, note this. This is a deal you do or you walk away from it. Not 25 million or 20 million for Maignan. But watch them to stay in negotiations. Watch Chelsea. They'll stay trying to negotiate this deal. And they might even pay higher. I'm sorry. This is not a deal that Chelsea have to stay on for long. If Dortmund are not ready and willing to accept Chelsea's bid, this is a deal Chelsea have to walk away from straight out. Straight out. 42 million pounds, 45 million pounds at most. This can be another risk. Another Joao Felix. But you see, like I said, watch your club Chelsea. Watch these sporting directors. They will rather stay on this deal trying to negotiate, and Dortmund will be pulling them along. And others will come in with another offer, and Chelsea will be topping up. Yet, this is a player that you and I, we know very well that he's not there yet. It's another prospect. Paying 20 million pounds for Maignan, we refuse. We walk out on a deal. But we are willing to pay 50 million, 55 million right now for who? Gittens. This is the club we have right now, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea's bid of 42 million pounds has been rejected by Dortmund for Gittens. Very interesting. Very interesting. You see, the transfer market is closing tonight, but will reopen on 16th June, 6 days from now. And that gives Chelsea more time to sign players for the knockout phase. Should they get there? The knockout phase of the Club World Cup. Should Chelsea get there? Yes. The window to register new players at the tournament runs from June 27th to July 3rd. Listen carefully. The window to register new players at the tournament, FIFA allowed that you can register new players for the tournament from June 27th again. But the transfer window will reopen on the 16th. So any player you sign between that June 16th to 27th, you can re-register them between 27th to 3rd July for the tournament. Should Chelsea qualify for the knockout stage, it is one of the reasons Chelsea have not felt under pressure to get all of their businesses done by 10th of June, which is today. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to round up. We've gotten the news I've been waiting for all these whiles. Maignan's deal cut off. Gittens' first bid rejected. Bid of £42 million rejected. Now, let me conclude here. Victor Osimhen's deal remains off with Al Hilal since Sunday, as no contact took place in the last 24 hours. Osimhen will consider all his options available to leave Napoli, with Galatasaray still keen. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me announce to you also that the race is widely open once again. Watch out for your club. Chelsea, we are still in the race. I said it before and I'm repeating it again on this channel. Watch out. The race is widely open once again. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, like I said earlier on, worth noting, Chelsea still retain faith in Robert Sanchez, who finished the season strongly. Philip Jorgensen, George Petrovic, and Mike Pendes. Those are our goalkeepers that we have currently. Chelsea spent around £45 million on Jorgensen and Pendes, and backed both to become elite keepers in the coming years. Maignan was a market opportunity explored by the sporting directors. Enzo Maresca actually wanted a player, but it is what it is. Chelsea are sticking to their valuation of Maignan. We wait to see what will happen in the coming days, or when the transfer window reopens again from 16th. Guys, I'll be back should there be any more exclusives in the coming hours. Shalom and peace.